Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. If you don't know me already, my name is Courtney and I'm really happy to be filming today, guys. It is a great day to have a great day, you know what I'm saying? So I've been checking out the general admissions form for my videos to react to, and this was one video that really stood out for me, and it's called Meet the Man Who Played with a Broken Leg. Bitch, what? Please don't tell me someone played with a broken leg. Like, I know that's what the title says, but please don't tell me that someone actually did that. Seriously. This shit gonna be wild, bro. Alright, so let's get into the video. If you do want to make any recommendations, please check out my website down below. You can fill out the form there. Let's do it. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to expect.
Football is a physical game, and I know firsthand what it's like to take a hit.
Damn.
I always thought of myself as a reasonably tough dude for staying in the game after these type of hits. But after I read the story about Jack Youngblood, I can't say the same. Anyways, this story is pretty crazy. I hope you guys enjoy.
I'm scared.
In the mid to late 20th century, the NFL was a tough guy league. Some of the most intimidating figures in all of sports roamed the gridiron. But I don't know if there's anyone tougher than Jack Youngblood. Just the name itself is tough.
For real.
This is one of my favorite NFL stories of all time.
Of all time.
So, a lot of people talk about Brett Favre's 297 games in a row as one of the truest forms of toughness the league has ever seen. But who knew a 201 game streak by Jack Youngblood would actually be more impressive? The dude played in every single game of his 14-year career except for one. As a defensive end for the LA Rams, Jack Youngblood was a special player. He's a Hall of Famer, and he was the captain of the Rams during the late 70s and early 80s. He was one incredible leader, but his toughness is what sets him apart. Throughout his career, he dealt with his fair share of health problems. So before I get into the main story, I want to talk about something that happened late in his career. Before the 1981 season, during off-season practices, he started having major problems in his arm.
Couldn't bend my fingers, couldn't put my watch on, things like that. There were indications that something might not be quite right. So I go in, the trainer looks at it, he almost faints. So at that, I'm saying to myself, something is bad wrong here. He jumps on the phone, they call the doctors, one thing leads to another. I'm in the hospital that evening.
And when he was in the emergency room, the doctors ended up removing a blood clot the size of a hot dog. A freaking hot dog. They told Youngblood there was a chance he would never play football again. And those who knew him scoffed at that remark. They said, "Remember 79? 1979.
Yo, I don't wanna
NFC
say
divisional
this.
playoff game. This is where Jack Youngblood's story turns to legend. The LA Rams were facing off against Tom Landry's dominant Cowboys, the reigning Super Bowl champs. It was going to be pretty tough to pull off this victory. They were going to have to play pretty much perfect. So in the first half, Youngblood is being blocked by this dude. He rips to the right and gets past him. The lineman immediately goes down while his teammate pushes Youngblood to the ground. You can't really see it, but when Jack falls, he lands right on his lower leg, which ended up breaking his fibula. You can just see how much pain he's in.
His fibula?
He said it felt like a knife was stabbing him every step he took.
That's the thigh bone, right?
And after doing a little bit of research, a fibula bears about 17% of your body weight. It also controls some of your ankle stability. So if it's fractured, you can put some weight on it, but you'll have limited ability moving around, and it'll be exceptionally painful. And it is highly recommended to stay on crutches for at least 6 weeks, and that's after being surgically repaired. And at the very least, you should be wearing a boot with limited walking, so you don't do any further damage.
The doctors are all looking at it and they're feeling it and they're going, no, you can't do this. I said, tape the thing up and we'll worry about it when the game's over. Win, lose, or draw, then that's the time to worry about it. You can't worry about it now. I can still walk on it and still run. Tape it up, give me 2 more aspirin, and let's go play.
Yeah, so
what a savage!
And Jack was back. You know, I don't know if they gave him aspirin or something a little stronger, but nonetheless, the man was back on the field with a fractured bone in his leg.
Oh,
and it wasn't like he was bad when he was out there.
How?
Maybe from his sheer grit and willpower, the Rams ended up winning the game and advancing to the NFC Championship. Pretty crazy, right? He finished that game on a broken leg. Well, it only gets crazier because it doesn't end there. He ends up practicing all the next week and playing in the NFC Championship. Then the Rams won again, and he played in the Super Bowl. That's 3 straight weeks of playing on a broken leg. Then how about this? He played in the Pro Bowl the week after the Super Bowl. I mean, there's dudes sitting out of the Pro Bowl just because they don't want to play nowadays. And this dude played on a broken leg. Honestly, I don't know how I even feel about this. I can't tell if he's the toughest dude ever or the most insane. I mean, just look at that guy. So after he retired years later in 2013, Jack was interviewed about how he felt about injuries. The specific question was about Jason Pierre-Paul and if he should sit out and heal up. And Jack said, "Go play. It's not about you. It's about your football team." And when he was asked if he would understand why Pierre-Paul might want to sit out and let himself get healthy, he said he couldn't grasp that. "No," Youngblood said, "I would not understand because I'd want to see him go try." Now, I can see what the man's saying, especially as the team's captain and being the emotional leader on the field at all times. But come on, risking everything like that? Let's just say the same situation comes up today. The guy breaks his leg on defense and then comes back in the game. What if he gets hit there again and completely shatters the bone?
Totally.
Or causes more damage to the point where it can't be fixed? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Whatever the right decision is, Jack Youngblood playing on a broken leg will always be remembered as one of the gutsiest performances of all time. That's the kind of guy I want leading my defense.
It's insane! What the frick? What? How? Yo! I can see what people are talking about when they say that football was a different game back then. It's definitely changed. I can't see any player nowadays, even if they wanted to, I don't think they would be allowed to go play on the field because of like legal reasons, you know, because the team could get sued if they get a really bad injury. I don't know how that works, but I do know from what I've seen that the game has changed a lot, and this is a very good example. The fact that this man played multiple games on a broken leg. What the heck? How? Someone said Youngblood pronounced morphine wrong. The way he said it sounds like he said aspirin. I'm sure he must have. Oh, but someone said you can't play on morphine. Seriously, 3 or 4 codeine if you're big maybe, but morphine you can't. What the heck? Oh, but someone else said, I played college ball injured. I have no doubt that they showed him up with a local painkiller to his leg. Because that's insane. How can you continue to play with a broken leg? That's crazy. I can't grasp it. This guy's a beast. There's a whole nother level of savage. It's some savage shit right there, man. That's some savage shit. So thank you so much to the person who recommended this video to me. This is up there, man. This is up there with the craziest thing I've seen. That's insane. Like, I thought maybe he was just going to play the rest of the game with the broken leg and be like, okay, like now I can be checked out. But the fact that he kept playing multiple games and he practiced, like, what? How? And also, I'm curious, did it heal okay? Man, so many questions. If you have any information on it, please leave a comment down below. I learned so much from the comments. So yeah, if you haven't already, do subscribe to my channel and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.